availing your time. So maybe let's start with the beginning, because you guys have been on strike for a month or so, yeah? Why exactly are you on strike?
Thank you very much, Ashim, for the invitation.
Karibu.
Our strike notice entails a number of simple issues that the government, we've been engaging with them for quite a number of time. Unfortunately, they have not been able to resolve those issues, and that is why we are on strike. To begin with, this union was registered in 2018, and as per Section 54 of Labor Relations Act of 2007, a union is supposed to request for a recognition agreement with the employer so that you are formally recognized for purposes of CBA negotiations. We started looking for this recognition agreement in 2021, where we submitted the document, the draft document, to the Minister of Health. In 2023, we again reminded them around February. We reminded them when the former PS, that the PS who was sacked, was there. We went and told her, now we need this recognition agreement. Before you even settle in office, please clear with us so that we can now start engaging with you formally. In July 2023, we did a reminder, which we told them there's a pending recognition agreement that you are supposed to sign with us. Kindly help us process this.
Yeah.
No response. In December, we did another reminder. And on the top of that, we even requested for a consultative meeting between the union and the Minister of Health. None. No communication, no response. We were treated in contempt.
Okay.
Before then, there was the Kericho declaration that nobody even knows where the document is. They promised that they will do the recognition agreement, they will sign it so that we can start engaging in other matters that are important to us.
All this is in 2021?
2023.
Okay, 2023,
now,
yeah.
Yeah, so in 2024, we found out that these people were not willing to sign the recognition agreement, and that is why we took our people on strike. Now, that was the most important one in our case. The others are the issues to do with the UHC staff, the ones that were employed in 2020 during Corona. They have worked for 4 years. In 4 years, the Employment Act is very clear that someone is supposed to work, and you are supposed to, after renewing that contract twice, yeah, because the contract was given and then it was renewed for 1 year.
Okay.
So after that 1 year, you're supposed to absorb these people into PNP. They have not done that. We have colleagues that have been working in contract for 15 years. They're called Global Fund employees. They are the ones who are entitled to fight the TB. I think around 2009, there was a lot of TB. So the government came up with a program to ensure that we mount more fight to eradicate TB. So these guys were employed in 2009 through Global Fund. They have been working until December 2023 for 15 years. No, they have not been absorbed. They were their contracts were just being renewed for after every 2 years, 3 years. The contracts are being renewed, despite the fact that the Employment Act is very clear on how many times a contract is supposed to be renewed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now they're out there. Some of them are at work. They're not being paid, and there's no communication that is coming out from the government.
Was all this in the recognition agreement?
No, the recognition agreement is a grievance on its own.
Okay.
Then these other ones, I'm just now stating the other grievances, because we have 10 of them. I think I'll try to name a number of them.
Sure.
We have things to do with promotion and redesignations. Members out there, the scheme of service is very clear, and even the Public Service Commission Human Resource Manual of 2006 on how an officer is supposed to progress entry until the day he exits the service. So our scheme of service states that after every 3 years, an officer is supposed to move up the ladder in that career progression.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you find that people are working for over 10, 12, 15 years, and they've stagnated in one job group. So it doesn't make any logic for you as an employer to hold an employee who has a very clear career progression guideline in one particular job group. And mind you, in that job group, it is same salary. So somebody who was employed even in 2010, in that same salary, you want expect in 2024, he should be earning that same salary with the same terms. It is ambiguous because even the economy has grown and things are becoming expensive. So if you are getting like 50 or 60,000 in 2010, you are still getting 50,000 in 2024. There's no progress. This person cannot grow in his career. So we are telling them, no, we will need to promote these people. And an example is counties like Garissa, counties like Kajiado. They did the promotions. They never implemented. Nyamira the same.
And have you had conversations with this particular county?
Yes.
And what are they saying?
Hashim, we are living or we are having a very hectic country, so to say, because we have people who do not really care. They only care for themselves.
Expound.
You see, as an employee, you're supposed to be taken care of for you to deliver. If the employer does not take care of you, it reaches a point that you're not going to deliver. Yeah? So if the Public Service Commission came with the scheme of services, and as I have said, scheme of services are documents or guidelines to guide an employee from entry to the time that officer shall exit the service. It also shows how you will be progressing. Yeah?
And I get that.
Yes. So
saying,
it is like a ladder. You are not supposed to stagnate.
I completely understand
yes.
that. Regardless of whether their economy is high or not,
yes.
ideally,
yeah.
an employer should grow. There should be that career progression.
Exactly.
But what I want to find out from you exactly is, you say you've engaged these people.
Yes.
You've engaged the government.
Yeah.
What are the responses that you're getting?
The responses are very funny.
Give me an example.
They will tell you that come next financial year, we will do it. Like right now, if you approach them, they'll tell you that come July, we are going to make to effect those promotions.
Okay.
Then July comes, you look at your pay slip, there's nothing, no change. You wait for them to even give you the promotion letters. There's nothing. So July, August, September, you go back.
It's the same.
It is the same story.
Cycle. Okay. Yeah? So right now you are on strike. It's
yes.
been a month.
Yes.
Have they reached out to you by any chance? Are there negotiations going on?
We have negotiated with a number of counties.
Okay. Is there hope?
And I can categorically say that we have signed a number of recognition agreements.
Okay.
And we have also received some promotions for our members in a number of counties, which we believe that they are going to pay as from next month, that is May, because they told us that they had already given the letters, and we expect payment to start as from the month of May.
Okay.
So
that is
June,
tomorrow.
The June salary
okay.
that's supposed to be paid, we expect those changes to have occurred.
Okay.
Yes. So we have signed a recognition agreement with Kajiado County. We have signed a recognition agreement with Homa Bay. We have signed a recognition agreement with Isiolo. And there are a number of counties that we are still in engagement with, but there are others that are like hard nuts to crack. Yes, we recently were in Isio in Tarakanidi, and Tarakanidi is becoming to be a very problematic county because the first time we went for strike, they took us to court.
Okay.
So after taking us to court, we hid the orders of the court. And then the court said that we needed to come up and discuss and negotiate and come up with a return to work formula. So they called us for a meeting that was in a fortnight, the last 2 weeks. And we went, they never showed up.
So they snapped the meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
They are the ones who called and they never showed up for the meeting. Last week on Wednesday, we were there. Thursday, we were there. So when we were there, they called us. When we went, they decided that they're not going to engage the national officials, they're going to engage the branch officials. So we asked them, why is this so? Because if you took us to court, it is the union that you took to court.
Yeah.
And not the branch. So, who are we going to be responsible to?
And what did they respond in the interest of time? Because time is not on our side.
They didn't.
Okay.
In fact, they told us now, even the meeting is not going to take place. They'll reschedule another meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we're out of time, I want to know. Because you did say that there are a few counties that you've actually signed the recognition agreements with. So then, are those lab officers that are working there going to go back to work? Or are they going to be in solidarity with everyone else until everyone is sorted?
Not really, because we have a number of issues here. Because I don't think I've enlisted everything that is in
yes,
the
and I think we need to call you again for more time.
There is those grievances that were specific to the counties.
Okay.
Then there were those grievances that were specific to the Minister of Health. You see, health was devolved.
Yes, I get
but
that.
It was not fully devolved. There were other things that remained at the MOH, at Afia House.
Yeah.
So those that remained at Afia House, then it means we must look for them before calling off the strike. So we signed the recognition agreement, but we told them, you are not going back to work. You must stay put until we get things like there's a risk allowance that we are looking for. Risk allowance cannot be decided at the counties. It has to be decided up here.
Yes.
We are also looking at a situation whereby there's a lot of encroachment into the lab, whereby the Minister of Health has decided that Class 8 dropouts and Form 4 leavers are the ones to do tests.
Okay.
And even right now, you will find that whoever is doing tests at the VCT is supposed to be a lab officer, yet he or she is not a lab officer.
Okay, and I get that we won't be able to finish all this today. Maybe we need to discuss another day where we can talk about the issues in length.
Yes.
So in 30 seconds, so then what's next for lab officers, since you are their mouthpiece?
Now, what next is for them is to stay